We back with another video, man. We got the best trash talk stories told by NBA legends about Larry Bird. Man, let's go. Y'all see the sub count right there, man. We going up every single day, posting every single day. Thank y'all for 17.3K, man. Larry Bird was a trash talker, man. What?
Welcome to one of the craziest and the most hilarious trash talking story from Larry Bird when he torched the Atlanta Hawks for 60 points.
Wasn't the last video about Larry Bird giving the Atlanta Hawks some problems too? Dominique Wilkins and Larry Bird had like a crazy battle, and Larry Bird torched them boys. Ain't that the same thing?
And broke the franchise record. In this video, we go back and look at all the NBA players that were involved on this day, and they retell the story on the day Larry...
because he didn't give him 60 last time. He gave him like 34. He dropped 60 on them boys this time.
He was talking trash, he was getting buckets, and he dropped 60 on the Atlanta Hawks, and they have some hilarious stories. So I don't want to keep you guys waiting. The one thing I'd love for you to do, if you do enjoy these videos, they do take me a long time to edit, so I'd really appreciate if you guys could hit that like button. Let's aim for 3,000 likes for the next episode. Be sure to hit that...
Oh, y'all want to do a like goal? You know, I don't do too many like goals, but I like doing like goals sometimes. Last video, what? Let's see. Let's check what the last video is at right now, okay? We're going to do a little warp. I think this is going to hit 1,000 likes in probably like a month, maybe. Let's try to hit 500 likes in a day. Can we do that? Nah, that's crazy. 200 likes a day, 500 likes a week. This got 500 in like 3 days, so I think y'all could do it. I ain't gonna lie. Let's try.
Subscribe button if you are new and enjoy these types of videos, and full credit to all the podcast interviews and clips used in this video. They are on the screen right now and in the description box down below.
Full credit, man.
And I don't want to keep you guys waiting, so I hope you enjoy the video.
Let's go. Let's get it.
Man, listen, if you wasn't ready to play against Larry, you had a long night.
Well, you had the Bird night.
I had the Bird night. That was a tough night, man.
Kevin McHale got 56. Kevin McHale had 56.
I was just about to ask you,
right?
56?
Larry Bird said, I'm breaking your record in New Orleans against Atlanta. Public. He said it public.
Wow.
I'm like, oh shit, no, not against us. Yeah. Crazy. And I said, he ain't break a record against us. What? You know. Well,
I can imagine that feeling too. You know, you see Larry Bird going crazy across the league. Kevin McHale just dropped 56, and Larry Bird coming out talking cash money, just talking trash, cash money trash. You know what I'm saying? He's man, I'm finna break the record and drop 60. I would have been like, what? You must be out of your mind. I feel him. I can't lie.
60 that game. He had 60 the next night.
The biggest argument that night is, well, you only scored 6 on me. You know?
But nobody
had 60
was
on y'all.
Bird, were they?
Well, we were trying.
You were trying.
No.
You would have had 100 on me, man. Hey, Bird would have had 200 on me, so I ain't saying nothing. Y'all like 6'5". I'm like, hey, I don't even want to say my height. Whoa.
Let's get right to the Larry Bird show. I mean, this was Larry Bird's night. 60 points down in New Orleans.
If my memory serves me correct, you were part of the Hawks when Larry Bird went off for that 60 points and the whole bench went going crazy. And I think Fratello had to find everybody on the bench because Larry was just doing his thing in New Orleans. Could you share some of those stories with us? Because he was just unbelievable that night.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? It all how it all come about was McHale had scored 58 points the game before.
56.
Kevin McHale on the 3rd of March, 1985, had a 56-point game against the Pistons on Sunday afternoon in Boston.
He was at home against Detroit, and Kevin was having a great game where he was scoring, obviously a lot of points.
It was a game where I had been playing well for a while and really had a flow where the basket looked big.
They don't talk about players like this, man. Kevin McHale is a legend lost in the books. Like, I obviously know he's good because I'm an NBA like savant for real, but the casuals don't know about McHale for real.
You step on the floor, you go through warm-ups. As soon as the game starts, the basket looks like it increases in size. And believe me, there's enough games where the basket decreases in size. So when it does increase and you're playing well, you really enjoy it.
Danny spins away from traffic. Short, tapped in McHale.
Boy, what an offensive quarter.
And the points just kept piling up, and I kept getting the ball in good situations and scoring it.
Chief. McHale.
Easy buckets. Easy buckets.
41 points for Kevin McHale. Back to Kevin.
Oh, yeah, he out there hooping.
49 for McHale.
Oh my God!
I looked up on the board, and back in the old Garden, they had the the runner that went in the back there, and it said new Celtic team record. I was like, wow! I didn't know that was capable. I thought it was Havlicek.
And I say, wow!
The great Celtics of old. I thought, how boy, that's really something.
And he had about 3 or 4 minutes to go in the game, and we were up by a pretty good margin, and he asked the coach to take him out. And
Larry came up and said, hey, man, you got to roll and you got to stay in the game. If I get a chance, believe me, I'm not stopping. I said,
Larry, man, hey, that is how you know the mentality of Larry Bird. If I'm going, I'm not stopping. He don't even have the points. He's just saying if he was in that position, he's not stopping. So you better put it up as many points as you can. Hey, Larry Bird has that mentality, that Kobe mentality, that Jordan mentality. He has that too. They don't talk about it, bro. They don't talk about it.
Sat down.
I happened to be standing there, and I told him he better go for 60 because 56 is not enough. That will be broken.
It lasted about 9 days, as a matter of fact. And there I go, getting 56, feeling pretty good about myself. And towards the end of the game, I said, I'm going to come out a minute and a half or 2 minutes ago in the game. Larry said, were you crazy? I said, no, I'm had enough, man. We're ahead. And he goes, if I get that hot, I'm not stopping.
And Larry told McHale, and he publicly put it out there, I'm going to outdo that score.
I think Kevin made a big mistake. He should have tried to get 60, 62 because he had plenty of time left.
Larry, after the game, kiddingly told Kevin, you should have gone for 60.
He said, nah, you should have kept going because that may not last.
I'm outscore you the next time we play.
Do you understand how crazy that is just to see him go for 60 and then as soon as he does it, you're telling him, I'm going to beat that record. You should go for more because I'm going to beat it. Not even knowing that you actually are going to do it, but then lead on to actually do it. That's just insane, yo. That's insane.
To be against the Atlanta Hawks.
Tell us about it, Sneak. Tell us about Larry Bird.
Seems like you have some experience on this topic.
Tell us.
A lot of experience. I give you a game. Well, Kevin McHale scored 57 one night. So Bird said, I'm going to break your record against Atlanta. Yeah. I'm like, won't get 55, not here, Well,
in New Orleans.
You
were playing the Hawks, and it was one of those times they were playing some home games down in New Orleans.
And it was in a neutral site, and I know that Larry was always telling the ball boys, hey, go find out the scoring record. As he was getting taped on the tape table, he would always say, hey, go find out.
That's called a try-hard right there. Larry Bird's a try-hard, I'll admit it.
Hell, it was a week or 10 days later, we're down in New Orleans. And he just got on fire.
I walked on the court and we're playing the Celtics. And he tells me, hey, big fella, you're in a little trouble tonight. Well, I was coming from Italy. I had a pretty good season, so I'm like, who does he think he's talking to?
You have to understand the ego of a black guy. Like, you like, man, who is he talking to? He not finna drop 60? He did it. He dropped 60.
From Italy, I had a pretty good season, so I'm like, who does he think he's talking to? I'm the big dog. You don't get this. So he made a few moves. I stole the ball from him. I went down, took off, dunked on his head hard. Boom.
You got you a couple plays.
Some talent. I mean, he's way up.
Wait, who is this? Daryl Dawkins? I don't know who this is. It looked like he got my Tumblr number. I don't know who this is.
Came down another one. Boom.
Taken away by Antoine Carr. Carr can really handle
Antoine
it.
Clark.
3-on-2. Carr all the way. Whoa. He jams. Antoine Carr.
Hold on, he got moves.
Baby Hawks, my behind. You in trouble. And I'm running my mouth, which I shouldn't have done.
Shouldn't have done.
I guess I got him fired up. And Dominique obviously got him fired up.
I ain't never seen anybody like him that not super athletic, but he beat you in so many ways.
Yeah. Doncic.
Larry just decided, that's it. I'm finna light this whole team up.
Left corner, down low for Bird with position. He fakes it and shoots it good. And Dennis Johnson misses a shot, rebound Bird. Bird on the baseline, great pass.
Larry, that game was unbelievable. Just absolutely unbelievable. Dominique guarded him.
Back then, you had to guard each other.
Cliff guarded him.
And then Doc Rivers went on to win the championship with the Celtics as the head coach. Man, life is crazy. Life really is crazy.
You don't play around.
Everybody, I guarded him.
I guarded him. Nothing worked.
DJ in the lane, Bird the follow.
Bucket.
Is good.
You were so relaxed when you played basketball. There was something about you. You just enjoyed playing basketball. I knew that. But you like to talk, you talk some trash.
A lot of people don't realize Larry was a big trash talker, because a lot of people back then, there was no social media, so you just saw what he would produce and you would see the stats, in the paper. But man, Larry would talk some trash and then back it up and tell you exactly what he's going to do and then do it right on.
Wow.
That's why I say it's not trash talking, because he's actually doing it to you. He's letting you have it.
Up high is Parrish. Off to Bird for the open 20-footer. It's good. Left wing Wedman.
Oh my God, do you hear the sound of that bucket? Sound beautiful.
High is Parrish. Off to Bird for the open 20-footer. It's good. Left wing Wedman down.
That was beautiful.
Bird. He gets away from the steal. The layup is good. Right corner Bird. Backs in. Posted up Bird. Takes the
Easy.
jumper and hits it.
When a guy is literally coming up the court, calling his shots, and Bird talked a lot of trash. We're on the free throw line, and he literally says,
This next play, when we come out,
left side, over across the three.
This spot, and I'm gonna bust you right in your face. Right? You come out, that spot, shoot, game over.
And you're listening to him, that's a tough feeling. And,
you can't do nothing about it.
So, it was a bad night.
And just super smart basketball. But he had the heart of a lion, man. Yeah. Forget about his scoring attributes and his IQ. His toughness, competitiveness was unmatched.
Bird posted left, takes the jumper and hits it again. Ray Williams down low for Bird, who feels it and takes it and drills it again.
So high arched, but going right in the directly of the hoop. Oh my God.
Ray Williams down low for Bird, who feels it and takes it and drills it again. He's unbelievable.
That's beautiful.
5 remaining in the third. Bird for the bomb. Got it again. A 3-pointer.
So easy.
You're seeing the greatest in the game, Larry Bird.
I mean, everybody was entertained by this. Even
That's one
the guys
five.
on the guys on the Atlanta bench.
They got fined for that, I heard.
Yeah. Watch the reactions on the Atlanta bench.
Laughing. Yeah, when you get
watch Cliff Levingston over here. I think this is Cliff.
Oh my God, that's a bad man. That's a bad man. You see this shot? He not even it's 100% contested. This man is shooting over the defense. Yo,
Levingston,
what?
come over here. I think this is Cliff.
I would have got fined too.
He makes a jump shot, and the Atlantic players are high-fiving each other like, man, this guy's so hot.
Johnson, a lead for Bird.
They want him to keep scoring too.
Bird takes the jumper and hits it again. Bird has 54.
It's too easy.
He was so hot that he was shooting threes with his left hand. And I'm like,
he would tell you he's going to shoot the ball off the glass on the right side. And I'm guarding him like the hell if you are, I'm on him like glue. Like he owed me $20. I'm following him everywhere. He went down, set a down screen, set a cross screen, set a back screen. I said, okay, he's away from the place I ain't worried about. Next thing you know, I get a back screen. I'm fighting over the back screen, trying to get there. He gets the ball. He looks at me. Too late. Shoots off the glass. I mean,
I wanted to know though, why were they playing in New Orleans if it was Atlanta versus Celtics? I don't know about that one. What is that? What is that all about?
Larry was one of those guys who was slow, but you know what? He knew how to play the game before you even got to him.
and
That was a game that everybody was just jumping off.
yeah,
the bench.
our bench was celebrating. I ain't never seen that.
I think Bird went by the bench one time too.
He fell in the bench.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, and he called that one.
Well, it was one play that Antoine Carr was guarding him, and Antoine let him get the ball.
And he goes to make a move, and I'm thinking, I've got to stop him.
And he was shooting the three, and Antoine ran at him hard.
I got a few fouls, so I forearmed him.
Fouled him.
He's falling down. He shoots that shot and he hollers, "Money!"
He literally said, off the glass into the trainer. He called it. He said rainbow trainer's lap.
That's
he fell
crazy.
into our
Yo.
trainer's lap. It was an N1 3-point shot.
And I'll
Yo, look at the bench. Look at the bench. That's crazy.
Trainer. He called it. He said rainbow trainer's lap.
He fell into our trainer's lap. It was an N1 3-point shot.
And our players was cheering for him.
And Bird falls into Joe O'Toole. Larry Bird.
I had no idea Larry Bird was coming like this at all. I did not know Larry Bird had this in him. He is a savage.
That's when I got off the bench. I'm waving the towel, slapping each other, high five down the bench, and we having a good time.
We having a good time.
Okay. I ran over, picked him up, and said, hey, you a bad boy. And I'm never talking stuff again.
Ever. You can't talk no more.
Bird is on the baseline coming out right. There's Bird. Bird, 14 seconds, he got fouled. He hit the shot. They're not going to count it. And Bird falls into Joe O'Toole.
Wait, they ain't count it?
Bird, 14 seconds, he got fouled. He hit the shot. They're not going to count it. And Bird falls into Joe O'Toole.
It's crazy, though.
And I guess the one shot that you'd love to have him have counted was that three-point job you threw in going out of bounds. I think that was the toughest shot all night, and it looked like it was going in, but you never know from that distance. And when you got it rolling and you shoot the ball on line, it's usually going to go in. And I thought that one probably should have counted, but I don't know.
I made sure every one of them get fined $3,000. As you should. Fine all them idiots. For cheering for him.
Antoine Carr and Cliff Livingston got fined by Fratello, I think.
And Eddie Johnson for celebrating.
So Fratello told me, Ricky Brown, Sly Williams, Eddie Johnson to meet in his room after we get out, if we get settled in our room, go up to his room. And we went up there. He had the game on. We sit on the couch, elbowing each other like laughing. Just, look at that. Mike Fratello said, man, look at him. He's kicking our tail, just wearing us out. And you guys on the bench high-fiving each other.
Celebrating Bird.
That's respect.
Yeah, it was the best film session. Every time when I see Mike, we still laugh.
God,
it was
so good.
It was the greatest film session ever because back then you didn't have, you watched the real game and just went, with a video. And Mike rewound the celebration 20 times. He just kept, not the shot, he just kept rewinding it, showing the guys, you remember they were giving each other high five.
And then somebody falls off the bench.
Yeah,
too.
that was Eddie Johnson.
Yeah.
Eddie Johnson falls off the bench in laughter. And Antoine Carr and Cliff gives each other high five. And our film session
I'd be mad if I got fined.
And you guys on the bench high-fiving each other. That's going to cost each one of you guys $100.
And Fratello wouldn't let it go. It just kept rewinding.
I left out of the room and said, that's the best $100 seat I ever had.
Oh, Coach.
It's almost like they bought a ticket to the game.
I couldn't believe it, man.
They got fined $3,000, right?
Yes.
Now, we
It's called enjoying ball. Come on, man. Say it with me.
The next day, and we looking at everybody. Now, Fratello fined everybody $3,000, but what y'all didn't see.
He wasn't even there. How are you going to tell a story and you wasn't even there, Isaiah Thomas? You always putting yourself in the middle of something, Isaiah. Come on, let's really talk about it, Isaiah. You always putting yourself in the middle of something. You wasn't even there. No, I'm just playing.
He was sitting down like,
you know what? And you should have filed Fratello $10,000. Because can't he call a double team? Can't you get it out of his hands, coach?
Even the coach was like, ooh.
It's a bad man.
Larry, put on a show that night, and I mean, just to get the whole Atlanta bench going crazy on some of the shots that he was making down the stretch was a pretty good indication. I'm not sure I've ever seen that before.
Larry was a phenomenon. He was an amazing competitor. He was something else, man. And he's like, hey, 6'10". Great passer, great rebounder, unbelievable scorer.
Bird, the follow-away, tough shot, and he drills.
Imagine Luka if he was 6'10". Like, come on now.
It again. Up his toe. Right corner, Bird, bomb, gut. He hurt his toe. Doc Rivers back in. Bird. They open the right side. Bird, the follow-away. He drills it again. That's the best.
Look at him on the bench. Hold on, look at this guy.
They open the right side. Bird, the follow-away. He drills it again. That's the best shooting I've ever seen in the game.
Yes, indeed.
One more basket will tie the record McHale set for most points by a Celtic in one game. And McHale didn't set it more than a week ago. If he makes these two foul shots, he will tie McHale for most points ever by a Boston individual.
That is so crazy.
Isn't that an amazing coincidence?
Well, he's at 56.
It's not a coincidence. I promise you. It's not a coincidence with Larry Bird. That man is hungry. Like, for real. If you could do it, I could do it better. Like, that's the true definition of that.
Larry Bird has.
I got so much respect for Larry Bird after this. Like, I don't even understand it, yo.
Bird has 55. He can tie the record with 56. Amazing. He does.
It taught me when you got guys like him, Michael Jordan, those guys that have that next gear, don't get them started.
Yo, somebody on my team did that. Larry's like, I'm not giving it up. Oh, man. He went for 60.
Yeah, right there he told me. He looked at me and said, I told you I wasn't stopping. But I tell you, what we were doing at the end of the game, we were trying to get him the ball. He just saying, keep on going, Larry. But the funny thing was, he was shooting, and I happened to notice the Hawks players on the bench. They had towels over their heads and stuff like that. So when a guy gets that hot and you're his teammate, all you can do is laugh. I mean, it's just hilarious. He's taking the worst shot. He shot one 1-on-5 on that clip, that moon ball. Like he would never shoot a 1-on-5 shot. He was thinking about winning. Like that shot's 1-on-5.
Look at.
This is the best. Watch when the guy throws the towel up over his head. Watch it.
I think it's Scotty Hastings. Man, are you telling me? And this one with watch Good News, Cliff Levingston over here. That's definitely fine. Fine. Yo, you keep fine on my team doing that one.
Bird will try another jumper and hit it at the buzzer.
Oh, the walk-off is crazy. The walk-off is insane. Look.
Bird will try another jumper and hit it at the buzzer.
The walk-off is crazy.
60 points. Larry Bird scored 60 points. Look at the Boston players mob him.
But I'm going to be honest. In today's days, they would call that stat chasing. Now, I don't like the social medias and all the extras. They call people stat chasers when they just want to be competitive and want to get every single bucket they can get. That's not stat chasing, but they definitely, I'm going to be honest, they definitely would call Larry Bird a stat chaser if he's getting buckets to the last shot. I promise you they would. I love Larry Bird, though. I'm not being, biased.
Larry Bird scored 60. It is the greatest shooting exhibition I've ever seen in my life.
That was beautiful, though.
Bird, one more impossible shot after the other.
You played intense, but you were just really, where did you get that from?
I have no idea. Kevin, I was so nervous before them games. I couldn't wait till they started, but once I stepped on the court and go shoot layups, everything just calmed down.
Wow.
I mean, I was very fortunate that happened. There's games out there, Kevin, I tell people and they don't believe me, but we'd be playing really well. And the press always says, what was you thinking when you made it? I wasn't thinking. I was thinking about my grandmother, wondering what she's doing today. I was totally out of that arena. I was just...
Yo, that's just crazy.
Feel and flow, and people don't understand that, but that's how I did. A lot of times, we run a play. I knew what the play was, but my mind might be somewhere else. And they talk about them zones that people get in. That fortunately we got into some, as we get going. And my mind was so far away from basketball, and that happens, and it's unreal, and it don't make a lot of sense, but it's the truth. Well, I like to win, too. I like the outcome when you win. There's nothing better going on the road. I don't care who you're playing to get that win on the road. We always felt we were going to win at home, but going on the road, beating anyone, us getting on that bus and talking about the game, and I always thought that was the greatest.
Oh, my God, man. Larry Legend, yo. Larry the Legend. Oh, and we didn't hit 13.4. Or 17.341, you know what I'm saying? We can hit that by the end of the video too, man. Hey, clap it up for yourselves. Y'all always up the subscriber count while I'm recording the video, and it's nice to see the progression whenever we can go up while the video, because then you can see the progression and I can see the progression at the same time. Now, I see it on my opposite screen on the other side. If you ever see me looking over this way, that's just because I'm trying to make sure all my technical stuff is all going good while I'm recording and watching this video as well. But I just really want to say thank you guys again for all the support, continuous support and love. You know, you guys always hit me on my Instagram. You guys show me these videos and I just come out and I love them because you guys love them. And I love Larry Bird. We all love Larry Bird. And honestly, I did not know Larry Bird was this much of a trash talker. The man is honestly a legend. The man, well, we all knew he was a legend, but we just didn't know the stories behind it. I'm 19 years old, so you don't always hear the stories. You just hear or see the highlights and you just hear about the greatness because they won the 3 championships and some MVPs, and you know, they just hear the stories. But when you actually see the highlights and you hear the stories behind it and then people talking about it that were in that time, it just brings everything together and it makes me really understand how much of a killer Larry Bird really was. He has that killer instinct, that killer mentality, the Mamba mentality, you know, the Bird mentality. We need to really call it that. The people that came first are the ones that have those mentalities for the people that come later on to follow. You know what I'm saying? So I really respect Larry Bird so much, and I want you guys to respect him too. Y'all let me know what y'all think about Larry Bird though down below. Was this the craziest trash talk story ever? Does he have more crazier trash talk stories? Y'all let me know down below. I'll be in the comments with y'all. That's the end of this reaction though, man. We have other reactions on this channel. We have more reactions to come in the future. If y'all could like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, that'd be good for me. And we out.